but the Generals, the last time out, really struggled keeping the ball, had a lot of turnovers. I believe that was 19 turnovers in that last game. And then for Gettysburg on the other side, faceoffs were their biggest struggle. So for both teams, it's important early for Gettysburg to get off well with the faceoffs and for the Generals just to hold on to the ball.
So Tyler Spano for Washington and Lee. Tate Kuster for Gettysburg, and it's Spano away with the opening draw for Washington and Lee. Spano goes straight to goal. Hoey the stop. Rebound picked up by Gabe Ryder. His shot over the net.
And Williams coming out aggressive on offense, as you can see there by that move from Mack, and it working off for him that time around. See if the Generals are able to respond here.
This face-off knocked towards the WNL defensive end. The ground ball is spiked in the air. It comes right out in front, and Gettysburg scores again. Jackson Barrel makes it 2-0 Bullets.
And a favorable face-off there from Gettysburg. Good sign for them moving forward, and that just a great bounce that gets through every Generals defender. And then just a easy shot on goal. It's as easy as you like, 2-0 Gettysburg.
Jackson Barrel with his 36th of the season. 2 quick goals for the Bullets, 8 seconds apart. Makes it 2-0 Gettysburg. So Cisco Celotto will get a chance here against Tyler Spano on the faceoff for Gettysburg. These two will tie it up. Spano trying to win it back, and we have a holding call coming against Gettysburg. A violation will give it to the Generals. Kuster ready to get us back underway. This one loose in the feet. Swung to the near side, and Chris Datz swoops in to grab it for the Generals.
An early going faceoff still going the Generals' way, which is something that they always hark on.
Elliott Cohen has the first Washington and Lee goal of the afternoon. A transition chance for the short stick defensive midfielder, and Cohen makes it goals in 3 straight games.
Well, that's the perfect execution coming out of a timeout for the Generals. Get a good faceoff win, and then just running right down the throat of Gettysburg, slotting that one home into the bottom corner. The Generals already coming out with a good response after those 3 Gettysburg goals.
Just the 6th goal of the season for the junior Elliott Cohen. His 4th goal of the season came last Saturday, the overtime game winner against Lynchburg to win the conference championship. Had a goal yesterday in the 2nd round of the NCAA tournament, and he opens the scoring for the Generals here in the 3rd round today against Gettysburg. Face-off win for Tyler Spano. And the Generals will work through the back end of their field and try and move forward on their own defensive third. Year, and the Bullets again lead by 3, 4-1. Clean win for Tyler Spano on the face-off.
And shades of last game really for both.
Scranton has the 2nd Washington League goal today, and it's a 4-2 game with 4:40 left here in the first. Spano against Celotto, and Tyler Spano away with another face-off for Washington and Lee. He's 6 for 7 to start.
Yeah, just more of the same for Spano. We've seen it all.
And Gettysburg, a slight advantage over number 7 Washington and Lee. Tyler Spano gets ran over by Will Headley as Jacob Goldstein gets the face-off. Goldstein wearing number 88 today. Normally face-off win for Gettysburg.
And Gettysburg starting to find themselves a little bit on the face-offs here. Firing, scoring a couple quick ones after they got into the feel of the game. But then, as you said, the Generals were able to respond. So this one looking like it's going to be a tight one all the way through. And we'll see if Gettysburg able to maintain this lead.
This face-off flung forward and controlled by Gettysburg as Tate Kuster adequately tested thus far from Gettysburg. Goldstein and Spano on the face-off. And Spano He'll come away with this one for the Generals. Tries to swim his way through the middle of the field and forward. Gabe Ryder runs into a blockade of Gettysburg defenders, and he can't corral the ground ball. Now a transition opportunity for Gettysburg. And that one going wide of the net from Kyle Trainer. Tournament. Tyler Spano with the face-off for the Generals, and he's able to get it over for Hillis Burns. As the General Kuster and Spano set to battle on the face-off here. And Spano is going to get called for a push. That'll be a goal that negates the penalty, but a stop on one side from Murphy Hoey, a transition opportunity for Gettysburg the other way, and the Bullets capitalize going early. That time was Kuster, so the faceoff goes to the Generals. 6:09 left here before halftime, and it's now 9-3 Gettysburg. Left before halftime. Tyler Spano wins the faceoff for the Generals. Spano over the net. Here out the third quarter, it's 10-4. 12:52 to play in the third, and a face-off looming. Goldstein at least wins it and then regains possession after dropping it. Goldstein, one more pass to Kane, the stop with the body there on the shot from Alpaw.
The more that they'll believe that they can come back in this one, so certainly a good start for Washington and Lee in the first 3 minutes.
Gabe Ryder swoops in from the wing to pick up the face-off for the Generals, who get possession right back. So a couple of defensive stops. A save from Nick DeCane. Back-to-back goals for the Generals. And now with possession in a 10-5 game.
Still a lot of positive things to take away from that possession for Washington and Lee. Defensively, they didn't break right away, but the consistent pressure of Gettysburg was able to get to them, but still positive signs to take moving forward.
Tyler Spano wins the face-off, loses it. Still a scramble for it on the turf. All three players in the area. Now Moore going to try and join the fold. One player pushed over by the Generals, and we'll get a hold call against Gettysburg, which will give possession to Washington and Lee. Another face-off looming here between Goldstein and Spano. Goldstein has held his own at the face-off X. As Tyler Spano comes away with this one, Goldstein with that loss drops to 4 for 9, but he'll take close to 50% here against the All-American in Spano.
And he really struggled, talked about earlier in that first matchup against Spano.
Like the effort Newman gave you on his first goal, he gets a quick shift right back, and he scores for a second time in 30 seconds. As he makes it a 4-goal game, 11-7. Gettysburg wins the ensuing faceoff on the win from Tate Kuster against Israel of number 7 Washington and Lee, but the Generals have battled back from 7 down to make it a 2-goal game. A win for Tyler Spano on the faceoff for the Generals. Spano gets pummeled from behind, and a flag flies, and a man-up chance coming for the Generals.
And Spano drawing a lot of attention there.
Tyler Spano out there for the faceoff against Tate Kuster. And Spano wins the faceoff for the Generals here to start the fourth.
And Spano's really found his groove on these faceoffs.
He's going to go right to goal, and he scores! Tyler Spano makes it. Round matchup, you're in for a treat today. Division III men's lacrosse tournament between Washington and Lee and Gettysburg. The Generals control another face-off here in the fourth quarter as Gabe Ryder tries to bring it ahead. So Luke Barbera scores just his 5th goal of the season, but a huge man-up goal for Gettysburg to re-give them a 2-goal lead with 12:10 to play in the fourth. On the face-off going early, they'll say was Washington and Lee.
a very rare error there from Spano.
Israel Mikkelson has to come out for the face-off for the Generals, with Spano getting hurt with a violation on that last go-around. And he wins it for Washington and Lee. Elliott Cohen upended, but James Haley comes away with the loose ball. Burns for Cohen in front. Hoey, a point-blank save. As
A good connection there.
13-11, 6:39 left in the fourth. Number 10, Gettysburg, with the slight 2-goal lead over number 7, Washington and Lee. Tyler Spano and Jacob Goldstein on the face-off, and Tyler Spano wins it for the Generals. Spano going straight to goal. He scores for the second time today. Tyler Spano, do it yourself. And it's a 1-goal game yet again.
And again, that time Spano, as we've seen before, going right at the goal. His speed getting past all the midfielders, and then nobody really collapsing in on him, leaving Hoey all alone. And really not much that he could do there. Spano slotting home his second one, and the Generals quickly, 2 goals within 7 seconds of each other, and they find themselves down 1 once again.
This is as close the Generals have gotten it since it was a 1-goal game back in the first quarter. They got it to 1 earlier in this fourth, and then Gettysburg scored 2 quick goals. The Generals respond with 2 of their own right there, as the face-off is won by Washington and Lee. Spano will give off for Hillis. The Bullets get a massive goal from Jack Dunleavy. Spano on the face-off, lost his balance and possession. Face-off win to Gettysburg. Cohen pressuring Mayo, and Gettysburg will use its final timeout.